There is just under 2 days left on this Solana L2 presale. Could be pretty interesting. They continue to raise more and more money, eclipsing almost or getting very close to eclipsing $50 million raised in a presale, which is super impressive. So we'll be talking a little bit about the Solaxy presale. Of course, it is ending very soon. So I want to show you that as well as a couple updates from the Solaxy team. So let's go ahead. We'll dive right in. First off, we can see this is the Solaxy site. Link to that is in the description below if you are looking to get in on the presale. Again, as you can see, less than 2 days left here. We can see almost 50 million raised, $49,704,497.82. So wow, a pretty decent amount raised here. What we can see is that kind of the next tier until the price raises a little bit. In case you're unfamiliar with these pre-sales, basically they do kind of like these different tiers. The larger the price gets, the more expensive the coin gets, to kind of help raise the market cap for early entrants as they as the coin kind of moves along. So that's how that usually goes. You can see here that the staking rewards, you can actually go and immediately kind of roll your buy forward into staking if you are interested in staking. Currently that is 83%. When we covered it a couple days back, it was 85. So this is something that does kind of go down over time, and it is dynamic. So the more people that do stake, the lower the staking rewards get. This is something that is fairly common with these types of projects. Obviously it does, kind of it does benefit kind of the early adopters, and then from there, as more people do it, the reward percentages do go down, because usually how this works is there's a fixed amount that the team is paying, and the fewer people, though obviously the more amount people get, and then the more people, the less that is between everybody else. So that's kind of how that works. You can see here that the chain status launch is imminent, so they're very close to having their L2 chain out, and then this is essentially going to be it obviously is a Solana L2, but it does interact with Ethereum as well as BNB, I believe. So anyway, you can see that we got some dev updates going on if you are interested in keeping up with things. The most recent one was yesterday. This is the utility here. Got lightning fast trading, a new crypto, the Solana Ethereum multi-chain, which is pretty interesting. We can also see kind of what they're looking to do here. So lots of really interesting things. If you are interested, feel free to check out the website. You can see we've got the roadmap here. We've got the how to buy if you're needing kind of a little bit more information there. They also do have the Best Wallet. They're partnered with Best Wallet. If you are interested, I should also have a link to Best Wallet in the description below, as they are also a partner of the channel too. So you can feel free to check that out below as well. Got the tokenomics, so you can kind of take a look at how this is working and kind of what they're diverting the funds to. And you can see on the history, there's a little bit of some lore here for Solaxy if you're interested in kind of checking things out there. And then also here's that staking tab. So if you're looking to get a sense of what the staking's like and how all that type of stuff, feel free. And then of course the buy button, and if you are interested in acquiring some Solaxy. So moving along, we can see the next thing here is $62 million worth of Solaxy burned. This is an insane amount of Solaxy, well over 62 million, one of the most aggressive supply reductions in the space. You can check it out here. They have the kind of the proof of that. Essentially what they're trying to do here, as you can see, is they're trying to build like a more sustainable ecosystem, less supply, more power to holders, and a stronger foundation for the future. So I think this is good. There's obviously a very large number of Solaxy, so seeing such a huge amount burned is pretty cool. And then we can also see the next news here is they're actually doing a Solaxy competition, and it's live at Cantina XYZ. Cantina, you can also see they're linked here. You can check them out. But yeah, you can see right here, there's a $25,000 USDC pot plus plus $5,000 dedicated pot. Sorry, excuse me. So essentially that's what they're doing. You can see, it's a security review. This is essentially more of like a bug bounty type of situation. So if you are interested in checking that out, you also have that in the description as well below. So overall, pretty interesting opportunity. This is a very large amount raised for pre-sales. Usually pre-sales do not pull in this type of money. So it is hopefully a little bit encouraging that we could see a relatively successful launch. Of course, there is no guarantees in anything in life, most importantly in crypto. Crypto is an incredibly volatile and risky space. So you just have to make sure that you're being careful, that you're taking responsibility for your own actions, and that you understand the risks implicit within crypto. So Of course, none of the things that I have said is financial advice. This is just me talking about something that's happening within the crypto space. Obviously, $50 million is a lot of money, so we can't really argue with that. But what's going to happen with the coin, how the launch is going to go, how the team is going to kind of build on into the future, all of this type of stuff, we really don't know for sure. So it's just something to think about if you are interested in. Maybe take a closer look. If not, of course, feel free to pass along and look for something else that works for you within the crypto space. So if you are interested, like, subscribe, comment, share, all that type of good stuff. Really, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously the Solaxy chain is going to be launching here imminently within the next couple of days. So we will have answers to how this pre-launch or how this pre-sale went and how the launch goes over the next couple of days. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.